Hello, I'm Alex, often known as Smaller Boy, and I make videos on my little Hexbug BattleBots tournaments that you can see on screen. I'm about to start my 8th one, which is the first one to be fully filmed, with the first video coming out on Tuesday. Unfortunately, I only started making videos on it on the latter rounds of the 7th one, which means that nobody has any idea what's going on for the first 6.5. I've decided it's my job to let everyone know what happened in those unfilmed tournaments. I've already done the first two, now it's time for me to recap the third wars. This one really shaped the tournaments as we know them today, seeing as there was a massive gap in time between the second and third wars, which meant that this was essentially a soft reboot. Much more variety in the robots themselves, with the addition of Hypershock, Rusty, and robots made of Lego. We're up to 32 robots compared to the 24 in last time, organised in 4 heats of 8, which is essentially just a regular knockout tournament. Let's start with Heat A. So I'm going to start by introducing all of the robots that appeared in this heat. From BattleBots and seeded number 1, Rotator. From the Inner Machinations of My Mind, Hammers. Based off of Sweepy from Lego Wars, Agrawobber. And from the Inner Machinations of My Mind, White Smith. And then from Hexbug and seeded number 8, Fury Flipper. From the Inner Machinations of My Brother's Mind, Grab and Kill. From BattleBots, Whiplash. And newcomers from the Inner Machinations of My Mind, Forklift. Naturally, being the number 1 seed, Rotator did defeat Hammers in round 1, and then Agrawobber beat the newcomers White Smith. Upset as Grab and Kill defeated the 8 seed's Fury Flipper, and another upset as Whiplash somehow turned off halfway during their fight with Forklift. The winners of the fights progressed to round 2, where Agrawobber was defeated by the reigning champions Rotator. And then when Grab and Kill fought Forklift, Forklift flipped them upside down against the side wall, immobilizing them and winning the fight. But their formidable flippability couldn't stop Rotator, who didn't follow their predecessor and made it through to the top 4. Now on to Heat B. From BattleBots and seeded number 3, Witch Doctor. From Hexbug, Impulse. From Hexbug, Royal Pain. And from BattleBots, Bite Force. From the Inner Machinations of My Mind and seeded number 7, Tank. From BattleBots, Sawblaze. From the Inner Machinations of My Mind, Spikes. And from Lego Wars, the Diddler. Witch Doctor was easily able to defeat Impulse, and Bite Force didn't fall down the pit this time and beat Royal Pain. Then Sawblaze was able to defeat the 7th seed's Tank, and the Diddler beat Spikes, sparking a rivalry. In round 2, Bite Force was able to defeat the 3rd seed's Witch Doctor, and the Diddler beat Sawblaze. The heat final must have been rather confusing as both of the robots look nearly exactly the same, Diddler just being yellow and their back wheels not working. Possibly as a result of that, I don't remember. Bite Force won. Now we're halfway through the heats, let's move on to Heat C. From the Inner Machinations of My Mind and seeded number 2, Shove. From BattleBots, Rusty. From the Inner Machinations of My Mind, Deadly Drum 2. And based off of the Season 3 version of Witch Doctor from BattleBots, Witch Doctor 2. From BattleBots and seeded number 6, Tombstone. From BattleBots, Beta. From the Inner Machinations of My Mind, Crab. And newcomers from the Inner Machinations of My Mind, Acetone, which is spelt wrong. Despite being seeded number 2, in their fight against Rusty, Shove just magically turned off. Then Witch Doctor 2 beat Deadly Drum 2, Tombstone beat Beta, and Crab beat Acetone. Moving on to round 2, where Rusty beat Witch Doctor 2, and Tombstone easily beat Crab. And then somehow Rusty, who weren't even supposed to qualify by the way, managed to beat Tombstone in the heat final. Now for our final heat, Heat D. From the Inner Machinations of My Mind and seeded number 4, Jenga. From BattleBots, Minotaur. They failed to qualify for the last 2 wars. From the Inner Machinations of My Mind, Shield. And newcomers from BattleBots, Hypershock. From BattleBots and seeded number 5, Blacksmith. They won the first wars but fell in the heat final last time, so they'll be looking for revenge. From BattleBots, Duck. They fell to Blacksmith twice now, so they'll be looking for revenge. From the Inner Machinations of My Mind, Sledgehammer. And a new Lego robot from the Inner Machinations of My Mind, the Hornet. Jenga easily defeated Minotaur and Hypershock easily defeated Shield. Duck lost the Blacksmith again, putting their rivalry at 3-0, and Sledgehammer defeated the slow and cumbersome Hornet. Then in round 2, Hypershock showed off their excellence by defeating Jenga, and Blacksmith confidently defeated Sledgehammer. Moving on to the heat final, where Hypershock's rampage of destruction was halted when they drove down the pit, letting the 5th seeds back into the top 4. And on to the grand final, where all 4 of our robots are just unmodified Hexbug toys. The first seed's Rotator were able to defeat Bite Force, but Rusty vs Blacksmith was a little bit more difficult. We didn't have a 3-minute timer for fights back then, but even then we decided that this fight went on for so long that we had to call a judge's decision. And somehow they picked Rusty as the winner. Then in the fight for third place, Blacksmith was able to redeem themselves against Bite Force, achieving third place. And less than a minute into the fight, as Rotator looked like they would be the first robot to claim the title of champion twice, this happened. That meant that newcomers Rusty were crowned Third Wars champion. After deliberately driving down the pit round 1 last time, Bite Force fought their way to 4th place. Blacksmith clawed back some dignity by getting 3rd. After one driving mistake at the last minute, Rotator was robbed of their double championship by Lucky Rusty, who as newcomers became the Third Wars champion. Joke's on you, you thought this video was over. No, I've still got a bit left. Soon after the Third Wars, we did an All-Stars tournament with these 8 robots that were considered All-Stars at the time. Places 1 to 4 are shown on there numbered, and the ones that lost round 1 are shown on the right. Notable battles include the reigning champion Rusty being beaten by Whiplash, who at this point had gone out round 1 of the main tournaments twice in a row. And also the seemingly unstoppable Hypershock driving down the pit in both round 2 and the 3rd place fight, which means that they only got 4th out of 8. Well, I hope I haven't been too much of a bore, because next week we're starting the 8th Wars. Goodbye.